And boom. Okay. Hey everyone. Welcome to Comic SA. My name is Shaun, and today we're going to be talking about Titans. This review might be pretty late, but I actually jumped onto Titans a bit late. Reason being is I didn't think the show was going to be good, but hot damn, the show was actually kind of okay. So this review is going to have a lot of spoilers, so don't watch. This is your warning. Like, don't watch this video. For the rest of you, this is it. So Titans, I think we're all very familiar with the original like Titans, being the Teen Titans. I mean, the Titans show itself. I'm actually just gonna put this up instead of showing my face. That's right. Can I even zoom in? No, I can't. This is such a bad image. Such a bad. There we go. There they are. Cool. So, Titans, the show. What does it consist of? So, basically, I think we're all familiar with the normal Teen Titans. God, I'm doing this so wrong. I think we're very familiar with the normal Teen Titans. Them being like the normal Raven, Beast Boy, Robin, and Starfire. So I think the only person that's probably not here, which a lot of people are familiar with from the cartoon show, is Cyborg. But that's because Cyborg has sort of been, I think everyone, especially with the movies, everyone is sort of used to Cyborg actually now being in the Justice League. Also, after the launch of DC Comics New 52, everyone is very okay with Cyborg actually being in the Justice League. You know, he hasn't entered the Titans, Teen Titans for a while now. So, but this is what I think of the show, though. The show I thought was overall, I think it was actually very good. I thought it was a good show. Though I'm not going to lie, I am not one of those show watchers that is really going to, how do I put this? Like, I'm not going to, God, I really don't know. Like, if stuff is boring, like, it's boring. I don't know what to tell you. Like, and I sort of want to peruse over each character here if I can. But, I mean, where is it? Okay. So this is the only good thing. And it consists of these three characters right now. These three characters, before I get on to what's bad, this is actually the best thing about it. These three characters are the best three characters actually in the whole of the show. I found myself only concerned with Dick Grayson. Why? Okay, so the only thing I didn't like is like Dick Grayson was getting a bit dark. You know, he said because he left Batman, so he spent so much time. So that whole trailer, by the way, the trailer where Dick Grayson's like, F Batman, that doesn't happen. That's not there. But that's the movie industry. So they always give us trailers and the trailer's never in the movie. So anyway, Dick Grayson was a good character though. I liked the casting of Dick Grayson. I thought his character really held up. I always wanted to know more and more and more of Dick Grayson and what he was going through. I know he was getting a bit dark and stuff like that. That's why he left Batman. So, which I didn't really understand, but I get it. I like how they're doing this though, because I can actually see Dick Grayson move into a Nightwing role later on, which he does later on in his career, which I think is awesome. Hank and Dawn, Hawk and Dove, awesome, done really well. I thought even the crossover from how Hawk and Dove started with him and his brother, I like how they did the crossover to the female Dove now, so that's fine. But I'll tell you what I didn't like. I wish they added the supernatural element to Hawk and Dove getting their powers. So how Hawk and Dove originally got their powers was just that, you know, they were put in. I think the story is launched long ago, so I'm not entirely well versed in this. But they were both him and his brother were trapped in a closet. This is an R. Kelly song. So him and his brother, basically they wanted to take out some bad guys. That's all I know. They wanted to take out some bad guys, and this voice came to them saying, I can give you a power to take out these bad guys. And then they got power, like, you know, like made him Hawk very strong and also Dove very strong. Like, they got different sets of abilities according to their characteristics. So I don't like that they took that out, but you know, you gotta kind of gotta take what you get. But what I do think was cool with this, actually I'm gonna make this smaller. What I do think was cool with Hawk and Dove was actually the relationship between them. I thought that was awesome. I had no problem watching these three on screen at zero. It wouldn't even find me like walk around or anything. I was legit glued to the screen. So I'm happy with their costumes. I like the R thing. So there's this R that Robin has here. He presses it, comes out R's, and he flips them like batarangs. And he has like a stack of them. I don't know, like 6 or something. It's flipping cool. So I thought, I like how he picked them up. You make sure he got those things out of the bad guy's eye if you threw it in their eye, and you clean the next day. So really well done for all these characters, in my opinion. So that's what was good. And that's what was good. What was I okay with before I get to the bad? I'm going from high to lows here. What I was okay with? Beast Boy. I was okay with Beast Boy. Beast Boy story, I really was okay with it. I wish you got I like how they introduced Beast Boy, which I'm going to get into. But I really... What's this song playing on Slowfi? Hip-hop. Anyway. Beast Boy was awesome. So Beast Boy, he was awesome, reason being because like I liked how they handled his character. He was still goofy, he never really took anything serious, and he was always childlike. That's what I liked. I liked that he was childlike because Beast Boy was actually pretty childlike anyway. And then the only thing which I thought was interesting, they limit his transforming ability to only a tiger because apparently it's psychological, which is cool because I'd like to see in the second season Beast Boy has to be able to transform at least into 3-4 different things. Don't give me one more transformation because I'm tired. He needs to be able to, like a bird, a rat, a rhino, a gorilla, an elephant. Give me something else. But I thought they handled him well. I wanted to see a bit more of actually what Beast Boy was going through. This is also another character. Sorry, this is also another character I did not get pissed off watching. So all in all, Beast Boy was really done well. I thought that was good. Who's next on this list? Who else shall I lampoon? Okay, sorry. There is something I do need to talk about though. It's Robin. What they did with Robin and Dawn, right? And Dove. Sorry. Actually, no. We won't get into that. So if you do, watch to the end of the video. Okay, now we're moving on to things I did not like. And you guessed it, it's Raven. Raven sucks, yo. Raven flippin' sucks. I disliked every part. I got very irritated with Raven. I get like she can't control her powers, but it pisses me the hell off. Very childish. Raven was never childish. Like, when was she childish? Raven was a very mature young adult because of flipping Trigon and stuff. And I know she hasn't gone through the whole Trigon experience. So, because she hasn't gone through the Trigon experience, maybe that's why she's not so mature or whatever. But in all honesty, it pisses me off that she doesn't have control over power. We see her use her power once. Oh, this is a fluke. So when they're going up against this death family or whatever, the organization is trying to catch Raven. All of a sudden, she could whip out her power, knock someone to the side, and be like, yo, I'm good now. Whereas before, she almost killed the whole Titan squad. No one? Okay, fine. But I'm done there. Overall, Raven just didn't do it for me. That's the truth. I think... who else was there? Sorry, I'm forgetting a Titan. Flipping Starfire. Okay, so the reason I'm putting Starfire and Robin up there is actually because Starfire, I get the thing, she lost her memory. And we sort of understand at the end who she is. But it pissed me off. Also, I get the whole thing where she lost her memory and she was trying to infiltrate a Russian ring or whatever. That's why she looks like a hooker all the time. But okay, by the way, Starfire, Starfire, she changes her outfit 4 times within the series, right? And she's able to find a purple outfit for every outfit. I get like we're trying to keep to character colors here. And I know Starfire wears purple in the comics. But damn. Guk. Like she really, I don't know why she always has to look like a hooker though. Fudge. So she irritated me. And the only times I liked her was actually with Robin. I liked how Robin's messed up and he's just hooking up. And I like that they don't make him and Starfire like a thing, but they're a thing though. So I like that. So I'm with that. I'm kind of with that. So Starfire, out of all of this, I would rank number 3, Robin number 1, Beast Boy number 2, Raven solid 4. Raven sucked. I will say it again probably later on in this video. But yeah. So reason I say this, right, is because they did so well with so many other things. So this is who they did well with, right? Flippin' Doom Patrol. I didn't know much about Doom Patrol, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I know really about Doom Patrol is like a few of the characters in Doom Patrol. But so in case you didn't know, like here's a few things. All right, there's Robot Man here. So Robot Man being that guy, the guy basically trapped in the robot. I liked what they did with his character. Like he was reminiscent of his time of when he was a human being and him being trapped and his mind being trapped in this robot body. I thought that was awesome. I also like the way they created him because I'll show a picture of that now. He looks bad, but it's good. Like I don't know how to say it. Then there's Negative Man, which I thought he was okay. I like Negative Man. Elastigirl, she's really cool, but you never got to see. Can I tell you something? You never got to see Elastigirl doing her thing, right? Except for when you saw her in bed or whatever. Like, because she can't control her powers. So at first I was like, what the cuck? And then the second part I was like, oh god, this girl actually can't control her powers. But I wish she could, because she'd be super dope, So yeah. And Dr. Niles Claudia. So he was cool. He was actually a very cool character. You know why? You could be like, shucks, this guy's kind of deep. And then other times you're like, but he's a nice guy, but he's flipping deep. And all these people, I feel like the whole of the Doom Patrol are basically his hostages, which also brought in a different type of dynamic. I was like, what? So, sorry, there was a bug on me right now. So yeah, I thought it was very, very well done. If you know more about the Doom Patrol, I mean, the comic was released like ages ago. There was and they even showed in the show Crazy Jane. Crazy Jane is cool. I wish I saw more of Crazy Jane, but I like that they just introduced her. I like that they're leaving room for more continuity, which I thought is pretty cool. Because the show is, in my opinion, the show is an actual success. So yeah, and then the other things. What else? Okay. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Found it. You guys are lucky. This is what I'm talking about. Robot Man. Robot Man. I'm gonna bring this up. Robot Man. He looks like he's not like this is. You're expecting a cyborg, but he actually looks like, the doctor just found some metal armor and just put him in there really quickly, which I thought was actually kind of cool. It brings some authenticity, in my opinion, to him. I also like the actor they got for him. Gak. I think it's a small role for him, but I think awesome. I'm forgetting the guy's name, that's why I'm not mentioning his name. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about really was Jason Todd. So Jason Todd, this is not Jason Todd, this is Dick Grayson. But I didn't like Jason Todd at all. I feel like they could have gotten a better actor for Jason Todd. I get what they were trying to pull through with Jason Todd, basically with the whole Jason Todd is not as calm and level-headed as Dick Grayson. was sort of a Russian, break people's necks, ask questions later, you know, which is why Batman was like so hectic on him and why he becomes Red Hood. So, and I can get that, I see that, you know, but I really wasn't a fan much of Jason Todd. But he wasn't a big deal for me, in my opinion. I just watched Jason Todd purely just because I wanted to see what he would say about Batman, you know. So yeah. Anyway, the end of this show I thought was whack. Why do I say that? Don't get mad at me, anybody, please. But I want you to think about this, right? There's a huge showdown between... Also, I think... This is what I think. They shouldn't have introduced Trigon to this. I get like we were looking for a villain, but Trigon is not the villain I think I wanted in this whole series. And this snippet is literally... Sorry, this snippet is from the show where Raven and Trigon are making Dick Grayson think like he fell in love with Dawn and they had a kid. Also, I love that whole dynamic. That whole dynamic is awesome. It's flipping awesome. Donna Troy was also kind of cool. I was okay with her. But damn. But yeah. So because Trigon, in my opinion, Trigon appears in the last episode, and Raven is an idiot. Raven is just like, oh, you saved my friend. Raven, you could have saved Beast Boy yourself. Come on. And then, like, in my head also, Trigon's too big of a villain. I get the Teen Titans take him down, but they take him down as a unit. And I hate that the mother was for Trigon, which is so messed up. Because she actually isn't in the comics. I thought that was kind of messed up. It was a good twist for anyone who actually doesn't know much about the Titans background, but yeah. And then I think the last thing really is there's a trailer, little spoiler thing at the end, where Superboy is revealed, like he breaks out of a Kryptonite's prison with I think it's Crypto the dog. Oh my god. That's gonna be cool. So season 2 actually has a lot. I think season 1 helped to line us up a lot. Season 2 has to deliver the conversion. I think right now we are like halfway through the game. Actually, not even halfway. We're 3/4 into the match. Next season has to be 4th quarter kind of season. You get what I'm saying? When next season starts off, we start off with a bang, and then we need to start seeing some equalization in the team. And I want to see the dynamic of Superboy jumping into this whole mix. And yeah, listen, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And yeah, I will catch y'all later. Please catch my other stuff where I'm actually reviewing comics. You can catch me on Twitter. You can catch me on I do Twitch when I Twitch Destiny 2, kind of like that game. And yeah, you can, yeah, I'll catch y'all later. Cheers.